Yo, they say cause I don't speak proper, I deserve a pop from a copper and crying papa. Dropped out and make it the hostler, hustled and laid low, cut grams of yayo, hey yo. Educated, but uneducated cause I ain't got that rolled up piece of paper with that red ribbon that say so. Employers be quick to say no. And I'm like, okay, on the ropes facing a KO, bounce back, attack, built with my only tools. Deemed an ignorant bastard by pompous, educated fools who, from the days of their youth, never thought for themselves, but just accepted everything they were taught as being the truth. Trying to spit lies to me. Man, I got eyes to see. When they call me ignorant, because I refuse to conform to the conventional ways of society. So tell us why you want to work with this company. I want to work for this company because I need money. See, I like being me. That's why I hate jobs. Jobs tend to dictate your identity. You are whoever you have to be in order to get a good job. And unless who you are is accepted by society, the more you got to be somebody else in order to get a good job. People used to say to me, how do you expect to get a good job wearing your hair like that, Mr. Folk? How do you expect to get a good job talking like that, Mr. Folk? And I always found it awfully presumptuous of them to assume that I even wanted a job. At the same time, all my mother wanted us to do was finish school, get a good job, and get the hell out of the house. So what I wanted didn't matter. You know? When I was growing up, and family members used to come over, this is how I used to go down. Check it. Auntie, cut your heart. Oh my God, he's so smart. Yup, he can draw too. Ooh, when he in the art, how does he do in school? They say he's so bright. When he get a look at all the poems he write. Over school night, what's in the dark comes to the light. Tell my mama that I'm failing in every class. Y'all hold you up my ass, pick me for failing, but always too busy to help me pass. Put a wound to the resource room. Social promotion, motion, high school, the workplace. Teachers wonder why I don't remember shit they never really told me in the first place. Mama mad cause I'm doing bad, she crazy. Saying I know maybe. They thought I was on my best behavior. But what to be a savior? Get us out the ghetto, that big house in the cell. Not manual labor. Cook coat, a raise up food was spread by the neighbor. Be sleeping on the couch, get a good job. I went and go back to school and get a good job. Get that GED and get a good job. Say, mama, you wait and see, I get a good job. Say yes instead of there, get a good job. Like mama, I cut my hair, I get a good job. I'm singing, mama, I swear I get a good job. Mama, I get a good job. Maybe I wasn't bad enough to be saved or good enough to be praised. Perhaps I was left alone and slipped through the tracks. High school high, I got my hair braided and rolled. Rap, future grim with a few occasions I even build champ. Here's a fact. Man, I used to cut school, read textbooks and do the exercises in the back. Wasn't against learning, just felt school was whack. Then I started burning and fell way off track. Brother, like, see, I know that you already smoking this shit, but if you say to me, smoking with me, and that was the first time I lit up. Been 6 years before I ever get this shit up. L's to the face, front police sweeping the staircase. Second time is money, man, money can be replaced. But every hour you waste, just an hour of waste. Every hour you waste, just an hour you could have got a good job. Went back to school and got a good job. Got that GED and got a good job. Said, mama, you wait and see, I get a good job. Said, yes, instead of that, got a good job. Like, mama, I cut my hair, I get a good job. I'm saying, mama, I swear I get a good job. Mama, I get a good job. And she was like, boy, you ain't gonna lay up on my couch, eat up for my food, run up for my bills. And I was like, mama, I've been looking for a job, but I dropped out of school and I ain't got no skills. Damn, GED job readiness program. Whole fam like those scram, you ain't living here. Poof, I disappeared. Like who did I rob? Shit, they never told me nothing. Get up, get out, go get a good job. So, needless to say, I don't get a good job. Then I find myself coming home to empty cabinets filled with dust and top ramen noodles, so hungry it hurt to breathe. Feeling like that old college commercial that come on, you know? The one where they be like, I couldn't get a job because I didn't go to school. I didn't go to school because I didn't have the money. I didn't have the money because I couldn't get a job. I couldn't get a job because I didn't go to school. So I went back to school, right? One of those earn college credits while working towards your GED schools, right? And this was back when I had braids, you know? And I remember asking them for help finding a job. The next thing I know, I'm sitting in my black female assistant dean office, and she's talking to me, right? Matter of fact, hold on, she's talking to me, right? She says, you know something, Mr. Folk? I look at your grades and I think, sky's the limit for you. I mean, you're so intelligent. You're so bright. There's just one problem. Those braids. You are not going to be able to succeed in corporate America with those braids. You're going to have to cut them off. That is, if you're serious about being successful in corporate America. I mean, I had cornrows in my hair and it was such a problem that I had to take them out. Then I ended up getting extensions and it was such a problem that I had to take those out. Then I ended up going natural and there was such a problem that I ended up getting a perm. And now things aren't great, but they're better. And I'm thinking to myself, this is progress? I mean, so many black folks feel that because white America is the hand that feeds, we should just bow to its demands on our identity in order to eat from its hand. But I refuse to allow who I identify myself with being to be dictated and determined by what white America was willing to accept me as being. And I always felt that if white America can dictate my identity because they're the hand that feeds, fuck it, I feed myself. But at 17, in the hood, all the ways that I knew how to do that wasn't good, you know? So, with good intentions, I did some bad things, you know? Caught a case that gave me a record that followed my ass around like herpes and made life even harder, man. Put me in a position where I felt so stuck, all I felt like I could do was pray. So hard, I've been beating left leaving weak and see me so scarred. I know I've been living wrong, getting a new start. Yo, I went to high school to play Pac-Man and picture packs, man. Cracks on my ass crack, man, hang over backs, man. Mom's pussy popped out, high school dropped out, caught a case copped out. Tried to be down and got boxed out. Then I discovered the other me. I'm feeling paralyzed on the road to recovery. Crawl, walk, jump, home really fly. When wax wings close to the sun, I dropped out the sky, so I try to be real. When even my reality ain't that. When do I need to dance and pay my face back? Baby, pull a spine on my back. Woman to take me get a break. Maybe I kill myself alive away. You think I'm talking about the suicide? I'm talking about the human side. Filled with hate and play a brother life like comfort and motivation. And keep a brother's fight, taking Satan and being facing and need to change. Oh God, I never thought that life could be so hard. I could be left in your weakness and be so scarred. I know I've been living wrong. Give me a new start. I said, God, I never thought that life could be so hard. I've been beating left leaving weak and see me so scarred. I know I've been living wrong. Give me a new start. To my surprise, when I passed 25, I'm still alive, man. Not really living more, well, that's just surviving. Striving, working, it's not surviving. Trying to snatch honey out the hive, I be money, man. See, I've come a long way. Let the instrumental to my song play, cause I display a lyrical forte that convey sentiments of my brother that's going straight. I look in my own mind and say, try to break my will, I had to find a way. Take my struggles in life, every time to pray. 7 kids, mama never had time for me. I got the attention when my intention was attention. I can't get a break, and I only get a percentage of everything I make. Feel the track with the government take, and then I got to take a headache break. Oh man, I'm getting jerked. Feel like fuck the job. I gotta get me some work. So, I wake up one day, I'm in a 1-bedroom shelter with 1 window facing a brick wall. And I used to think, what did I do to put myself in this position? And then one day it came to me, fuck up. I fucked up, but I got it together, you know? I ended up getting a job and moving over my homeboy. He had this apartment on the 32nd floor. And in his apartment, he had this building, these windows with this view overlooking the bridge and the water. And sometimes at night I pull back the curtains and I stare out and look at the bridge and the water and think about where I came from, with that 1-bedroom shelter, with that 1 window facing that brick wall. And it became symbolic of everything that I felt like I was leaving behind, and everything that I felt like was before me, you know? Like I wasn't where I wanted to be, but for the first time I felt like I was on my way. And one day I'm going through the instrumentals that my boy Rain gave me, and I come across the joint called Old Love. And the hook went. Well, we finally made it, my oh, wow. You never know how long I waited. And that one line, you never know how long I waited. Hit me like a ton of bricks, but the people will never know how long I waited. Just to be okay. Just to be alright. Never know, man. But Chuck, here's my story, man. I'm proud of my glory, man. And they ain't got nothing for me, man. Chuck. Let it rock. Ain't no rapping that since I was 14. Skinny and need a protein. Trying to get up some old brain. Pushing the flip and I lost light. Slipping the drip and I lost sight. Seeing the bullet, I lost light. I lost mic. And light. Tried to burn it. Experience changed the my view. Like lazy surgery. Return right by urgency. As the vibe, let's work out the vibes. Spirits burden to me. One line plus you were writing. It's like burden. Typical thing that you make you on time. So I can early see. Sort of like a man with a reptile function. My function, you pay it, homie. Turn circular silk. Make cheese like spoiled milk. 20 eternal summers. Renegades all artists. Skipping like even numbers. And now I can't stop my gospel. Make it pop, homie. And keep rising to the top. But my mom's like, give it all you got. Give it all you got. Give it all you got, baby. That's my baby. My mama love her baby. Yo. Give me the dump and build up. Broke down, beating and bullshitting. Spinning, thinking and winning. Done the beast, team spinning. Food the spinning. You got to admit it. I'm making it. Be done with it when I come in to the #1 country. This is my rhyme music. Filling the lungs to that and I stop breathing. I'm breathing for this right here. Flow, coming like I tried to track. Breathe air. Give the G. Understand this man is a whole other species. Question in feces. Giving the competition mode. Ales, gelato, and shells in the feces. My feces, EPs. Rappers like Gucci. Get the Gucci's, the fly BGs. You know, you my Bizang, to your Bizang. Rappers is like Ching-Chang. Shine like Bizang. Floor. See the Bizang. Rap. Old folks like Pam and the Sizang. Give Bizang, Chizang, Chizang, step with Chizang. You know all that. Space out there, I create, running my work that was trace out there. This is fake, right away, homie, it's cake out there. And I got the milking man, I'm about to bake out here. But heavy mental, so I like heavy metal, instrumental. Incidental, I resume my soul through what I've been through. Won't nobody stop my soul. The shit I've been through instrumental. I'm dropping this line of argument. Sit back and listen to mine. Homie, I'm blessed more. Money, more problems, more success, more stress. No trouble, no progress. Fucking with life, yes, get out, best at least. When the day comes and I'm resting in peace, but until that day, I'ma be the beast and unleash or force the beast on the game. Let's get it, remember the name. Word up, yeah. So like I said, I got a job. I needed a job, but I didn't want one. You know what I'm saying? The job was just supposed to put me in a position to do what I wanted to do. But as you get older, you get more and more bills. More and more bills means you gotta make more and more money. More and more money means you gotta work more and more hours. The more and more hours you gotta spend doing what you need to do, the less time you got to spend doing what you want to do, you know? And I watch people get caught up in these cycles, right? Where all they do is go to work, come home exhausted, maybe stop at the store, pick up something to eat, maybe a beer, get in the house, take a shower, eat, turn on the TV, flick through the channels, watch till they nod off, pass out, go to sleep. And when they wake up, it's time to do it all over again. Every day. Until their dreams just drift away, you know? And without even realizing that they've given up. And I never wanted that to be me, you know? Like I always felt like there was something out there bigger and better than that for me, man. You must get, if it's something you must get. Side of the bed, open palm to the sides of my head is where I sit, refusing to admit that these shoes don't fit. Every step I take, see a smile and conceal the fact that it ain't. How long can I kiss the snake and avoid the venom it make? Miss dreaming, now it's more often I sleep awake. I dream. Sometimes I sleep and then I wake up. I don't dream. I just sleep. And in the morning, I praise the Lord, I'm not dead. Thoughts so heavy, it's hard to raise my head up off the bed. Trying to get past the past, I dash. When I'm out of gas, I crash like I ain't know that I was going that fast. Life is a masquerade, I'm often missing the mask. And I wake I sometimes feel as if I am missing mass. Still I stand for it. Say life past, most people buy while they making grand plans for it. Pay the price and still can't afford it. As my mind tries to align the planets in my orbit. Think, yeah, it's stink, but it's your shit. I need a drink as I dive in the bottom and sink and shatter. Cut by the shards, I bleed ink sadder. If it was all but what I thought mattered, yeah, I hate to suffer, but fuck it, I'll be glad to. Just for the chance to get close enough to grab her.
one day I'm on the train, right? And I was reading the newspaper when I came across this story about a girl named Ramona Moore, right? Now, this girl was a 20-year-old black female college student that went missing. When they found her, she had been repeatedly raped, tortured, and murdered, you know? Now, her mother had reported her missing, you know, but the cops refused to look for her, saying that she was too old, you know, because she was 21. Now, when the mother called the news media and tried to get them to report it, and they called the cops told them, don't bother, she's probably a runaway, you know? Now, the mother remembered reading a story 2 months earlier about the white wife of a doctor that had gone missing with her dog, and how within 48 hours the police had launched a full-scale investigation, you know, even sent the bloodhounds to pick up the scent of the dog, you know? Same cops that wouldn't lift a finger to help this woman's daughter. And it's like, as artists, man, it's just funny where you find inspiration, you know? Because that, like, inspired me to write this joint right here.
Little sweet young thing, shall smile, I'll be back, I'ma take a short trip to Burger King. You be safe out there, you're here, people there, live us off to the cool night air. As hours pass, like sand dripping from an hourglass. Mama lets her brain do the math, tries to calculate hours she saw it gonna last. Staring at the clock like, where's my daughter's ass? Heart getting heavy, she trying to wait, but she ain't never stayed out this late. Submission to her intuition made her call the cop before the daughter missing. Brain ain't have to go fishing. Officer like, lady listen, she ain't an adolescent. I know she 21, but mama keep on pressing. Okay, I got a report, he kills to her stressing. Give it 4 hours, if she ain't home, call back. 4 hours later, her mama was on the jack. This time, got the sergeant on the phone, she bawling. He like, we can't help you, lady, please stop calling. Travel to a place under a wooden floor where there's a girl hog tied with a bruised up face. Their footsteps, her heart race as they draw closer. My man in the streets, they pulling up a missing poster. Here's 3 voices, one in a new pitch. They open up the door, sunlight, her eyes twitch. 3 guys peer down, 1 shout, say hi bitch. Notice a new face. Then 3 days later, the cops finally reopened the case. Panties get tall, her hand slaps her face, reaches down, unzips pants, she runs in a roar. Both arms pinned to the floor, she screams, and the lioness falls all over till he comes back for more. Again and again, out and then she can't sleep. Close her eyes and visualize the grin in these men and starts trembling. Storms that she weathered, attempted to escape, but almost got a limb severed. Scars on her legs, wrist indicative of this. She knew the risk, and man, they was pissed. Officer on the case on the phone like, miss, I've done all I can do. I've looked everywhere, I've talked to everybody you told me to talk to. I don't know where she's at, and I'm not a magician. I can't do some magic trick to pull her out her head. Well, she's still missing, can't dispute that fact. And a chain around her neck, hands stopped behind her back. Sick shit, bandages covered the wounds they inflicted. Parts they tried to sever, face beating puppy. Man, whatever, thought of the pain lingers. These bastards even when they cut the weapon on her fingers. Final destination, she was beat to death the same day that they decided to launch the investigation. Look at the events that happened on that night. Look how they was treated and tell me was that right. Mama's baby girl raped and tortured blind to sight. Close your eyes and imagine if she was white. Fucking invisible, man. Invisible. You know, man, I grew up in Spanish Harlem, you know, a place where you look up and see Puerto Rican flags hanging from every other window, you know. On days when Felix Trinidad or win a fight, Spanish cats are ride through in their Hondas, honking their horns, shouting, "Viva Puerto Rico!" I had this one lady named Lucy that lived on the 6th floor above us, you know. Every time she'd clean her apartment, she'd have her door wide open, and she'd be blasting La Mega. All you would hear is that joint, this one joint that she used to play. You know?
where my family was just one of only 2 black families that lived in my building, you know. Sometimes me and my mother be waiting for the elevator, right? The doors are open up, it'll be 2 Spanish ladies on there speaking in English. Then when we get on, they'll switch to Spanish, you know? And my mother, when we get off the elevator, she'll look back and be like, and fuck you too. Just in case they were saying some shit about it in Spanish she didn't understand, you know? Now I went to a mostly Hispanic school that was like right across the street from my apartment building. And every time Black History Month came around, my mother would complain, you know? She'd say, every time Black History Month come around, all they want to do is hang some pictures of Martin Luther King up on the wall. More black people did something than Martin Luther King. A black man invented the stoplight. A black man performed the first open heart surgery. A black man. Every time Hispanic Heritage Month came around, they have all us make these elaborate costumes and put on this parade outside in front of the school, you know? And my mother, she complained. She said, y'all ain't Puerto Rican. They want to have y'all parading up and down the street like y'all Puerto Rican. They don't do none of that shit when Black History Month come around. And she keep us home, you know? And I remember like watching the parade from my apartment window, you know? Seeing all my friends dressed up in costumes made out the colors of the Puerto Rican flag, capes made out the colors of the Puerto Rican flag waving high and proud in the air, you know? And I remember how left out that shit made me feel, you know? Because what did I have, you know? As a black American, you know? I mean, I grew up in this cultural melting pot that's New York City, where you have all these different nationalities. Jamaicans, Haitians, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, each with their own flag, their own language, their own culture, their own country. What did I have? I didn't have a flag. I didn't have a language. I didn't have a country. I felt like an individual piece of rock floating throughout a galaxy where every other group of people had their own planet. And people used to say to me that because I'm a black American, that makes me a descendant of African slaves, which makes me African, but I never felt African, you know, to be honest. I mean, Africa is a continent and not a country, you know, people forget that, you know. Inside Africa, you have all these different countries and tribes, each with their own flag, their own language, their own culture. Nobody can tell me which one my family came from, what flag we waved, what language we spoke, what culture we had. Nobody can tell me which one I could go home to, you know? And it was never enough for me to research and study different African cultures, pluck out the socially acceptable aspects of each one in an attempt to string together a socially acceptable black identity for myself in America. Because that wasn't real to me. So I found myself forced to face the reality that I'm essentially American by default. An adopted child of a family that doesn't hesitate to let me know that I don't truly belong. Carrying on the name of the man that probably owned my ancestors, you know? And feeling powerless. Yeah. Slave blood coming, can take floor, you walk in no block. When souls get so pumping that powdered rock. And if you getting money round the clock, hold you every nut out your cock like a share of stock. And you can't get along from your man, tell him you need a stack and he put a pack in your hand, get busted. Broke food, handcuffed, back in the bandstand, turn it into statue, wanna know how they catch you. Niggas swearing their guys, trying to see if that's you. Baby black, act two. You say you want brother, he said man, I ain't your brother, man. Just because he got dark skin don't make him black too. Same face, but we know we got the same place to trace it back to. Nigga, ask, why I say nigga, I'll explain well, kinda. Nigga is the black, but pussy is the vagina. We ain't oppressed people, it's an explicit reminder. Fuck a rainbow, man, we need a pathfinder. Peace to the prison industrial complex. Filled with niggas with an inferiority complex. Not as simple as doing time, but crime is complex. We wild like we subhuman and childlike. Like we forced to mimic our presence and carry on the names of those among our ancestors. Call us black and we never question why we be. We brown skin, reason they call us black is to try to demon out the synagogues of society. Set up our society, trapped inside the system. All been victimized until not to play the victim. So they come out the victor, game a little slicker. Shitty school books, weed spots, and lots of liquor. We throw shit so much credits to all the Richter. Yeah. school, right, we learned about all these great civilizations, right? We learned about the Aztecs, the Greeks and the Romans. We learned about great men like Julius Caesar, the empire he built, and the nations he conquered. Alexander the Great, and the empire he built, and the nations he conquered. George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, Christopher Columbus. When they got to the people that look like me, they showed them in chains as slaves. They showed them cowering at the feet of white slave masters as they put whips to their backs. They showed them sneaking in the night on a path to freedom, too afraid to face their oppressors. They showed them peacefully marching, singing, "We shall overcome." While white people spat and threw rocks at them, sick dogs on them, opened up fire hoses on them, shouted and called them nigger. And somehow, that was supposed to make me feel proud to be black. And I can't say it did, man. It obligated me to feel proud to be black, but it never made me feel proud to be black. And there were those that say, how could you say that? You owe. Look at those that came before you did to make it possible for you to not be standing here in chains right now. You owe. Look at those that came before you did to make it possible for you to get a job. You owe. Look at those that came before you did to make it possible for you to get an education. And we get educated, but we also get indoctrinated and systematically taught to hate ourselves through this American ethnocentrism that promotes this idea that who we are just isn't good enough. And we get jobs, but the better the job, the more your black identity you got to sacrifice. And I'm happy as hell to not be a slave, but I'm also mad as hell that I got to live with the stigma of having been a slave in the first place. I mean, while they promoted to me white men that conquered nations, built empires, and forged new ones, they promoted me that my people's big accomplishment was getting free from slavery, becoming educated, getting jobs, and moving closer and closer to finally being accepted as equals by white Americans. Which, considering the fact that we were once considered small-brained, subhuman, uncivilized savages, we view as progress. You know? I mean, nobody ever told us about Mansa Musa, the Moors, or the Ethiopian dynasty. All I knew about Ethiopia was Sally Struthers coming on TV with the African babies with flies around them telling people to send money, you know? I mean, they made us feel like nobodies, man. Got us walking around with this burden on our back, this chip on our shoulder, and this hatred in our heart, trying to overcompensate for an inferiority complex. Feeling powers. Doing all sorts of crazy shit to feel powerful. Just for an instant. Yo, you hear old men talking, see young men dying. Rivers overflowing with too many mothers crying. All they do is lying, all they do is lie shit. All they do is lying, all they do is lie. Put trails in the sky, wonder what that is. Why? Those that hate to the summer they comply just to get by and by, cause it pays. Watching the passing days, letting our high fruits so corn summer page, and you're trying to understand. We still in our land. We know what I ran to the troops in Afghanistan. Say the president's a black man. Celebrate cheers while they still ball. I write the
Come on, man. And they wonder why we lost, but I don't pay the cost. Them thorns on that ground, digging in my stupid doors. I stumble, hit the ground, never stay down, of course. That's stay plus stability. They say with great power, there comes great responsibility. Ain't never been no gangster, but I'm still a G. Dog, supposed to be my anchor, ain't you feeling me? Dog, is you blind in this world, you see they killing me? Dog, they bring me moving chains, but I ain't feeling free. Dog, they trying to tell me who to be. Dog, intercepting the passage between you and me. Dog, I'm tugging your coattail, I'm poking your shoulder, trying to win this war, but I am just one soldier. Ain't no fat lady singer, so I'm guessing it ain't over, but it's temperature's wild, you can see me and it gets colder. And I'm in the snake pit with my hands on the cobra, and my eye on the clover. The other for 45, just trying to stay alive and praying I survive. And I hope I make it, man, I hope I make it. She did you this. You know, I think about shit a lot, man. You know, like, there was a time when black people couldn't get jobs just because they was black, you know? And we progressed from that point to a point where it's not a matter of you being black, but a matter of how black are you. How black are you culturally, socially, emotionally? And we've accepted that, you know? Like, black women accept the fact that they gotta perm their hair because their natural hair is unacceptable in the name of progress. We accept that names like Quanisha and Aisha are unacceptable and seek to give our kids vanilla names and names that look good on the resume in the name of progress. We accept that we gotta put on that white voice when we call for job interviews and to get quality customer service, you know? We accept that who we identify with being is unacceptable and view the suppression of that identity as a necessary sacrifice in the name of progress. You know, we say, that's just the way it is. But the way it is ain't the way that it has to be, you know? And there was a time when slavery was just the way it is. And segregation was just the way it is. And the last time I checked, shit ain't like that no more, you know? And those things ain't changed by people saying, that's just the way it is. They changed by people doing what they had to do to change it, you know? One of my favorite quotes is by a writer by the name of George Bernard Shaw. He said, progress is impossible without change. And those that cannot change their minds cannot change anything. And with that, I'll leave you with this. This is my swan song, of course, you know? It's kind of poetical and metaphorical and all that good shit, you know what I'm saying? Yo, I can step to a girl, two-step, and that's twirl, spin her back in my arms, spin her back in my palms, and I dip her, pin down, kiss her, lips her, to the air. Was she ever there? Oh, where, damn, oh well. Getting so close to heaven, it's like hell, that lingering smell, inhale as it consumes the room, what they call it, acoustic perfume, immaculate deception, broke spotless out the room. They say in this vision, we devour from the tomb. Chocolate tobacco, miss a moose, a bubble, a kunta, didn't say, didn't wait. I get over like home run, slide to the plate. I'm bumping my pants, let my better breathe. I tell I ain't like 180 degrees, I'm straight. Square wings, no angel. Just might fight like 90-degree angle. Excite, ignite, take off like shuttle. NASA, Superboy, master, capture, sit back, good time, smile, laughter. That's what I'm after. After you. So we almost did, yeah, we almost did, we almost did, we almost did, yeah, we almost. It's not the beat of my heart, we done, man. But check it, I'm gonna talk. I'm back on this now, be the past to the future. Every morning there's a chance to make history. Something that I wish you see.
Can I tell you what happened to a man behind the respond to it? That's the ultimate determining factor in his success or failure. Thinking grow rich, raise a queen, not another black teen, no pole bitch. Game time, talk cheap, like sure, and you only get one. I ain't trying to play movie, he flips the sun. Sometimes they gotta fall and walk and run. Jump, fly. If you make the cake, you ain't gotta take a piece of the pie. You can have it all, it's evident. Prisoner to president, we relevant and hesitant. Provide the divine in our elements. Not to make the elegant. Every ivory, just from the elephant. Must can you smell a scent? Trust to the antiquity of us. Be the president, our present. Trust our first owner, maker, cream of the planet Earth. Father, civilization, and God of the universe. You are something special. God is special, be the best. Stay and be a man, not be a man. Baby boy, time to leave the crib, get a home. Number one consumer, something for the own. But I'm at the time I see the phone. Tap my own, going feed me there. Making the crystal fall, see me there. Better yet, homie, see me there. Yeah, yeah.